you are going to be funding up to 100% of education expenses, including living expenses for schools in the United States and Canada. In today's video, I'm going to be focusing on how you can fund your education abroad 100% for free without bringing out any money from your own personal pockets. This also includes your living expenses. I've made a couple of videos where people are asking, do we need proof of fund? Do we need statement of account? Do we need bank statement? All of these are the comments that I'm seeing from people. And because of people that have helped with their admission application based on one or two circumstances that warrant them to not be able to continue with the process because they could not get their tuition fee paid. Okay, so I've brought to you a couple of scholarships that are also available, but a lot of people try to apply to scholarship, they get it. A lot of people also try to apply, they are not getting it. A lot of tuition-free universities are outside there that you can apply to, but in today's video, I'm going to be addressing how you can pay your own tuition fee 100% without any money from your own bank account. At some point, you might see me looking at the other side, or second screen, okay? So, and at some point, I will try to bring it to my screen so that you can also see what I am trying to share with you in today's video. Okay, so here the first thing we have right here is that no fee paid out of pocket. Pay nothing. You are going to be funding up to 100% of education expenses, including living expenses for schools in the United States and Canada. If you want to study in the United States or you want to study in Canada in this year 2024, you need to sit back and watch this video to the very end, because over 430 schools are listed on this particular website where you can apply and study in Canada or the United States in 2024. Okay, and if you look at this particular section, you are going to see that you could be eligible for this if you are an undergraduate or graduate student within 2 years of graduating or about to begin a 1 year or 2 year program. If you are also an international student who have no citizenship in Canada or the United States, you can also be eligible. If you are admitted or attending one of the 400 plus approved schools in the United States or Canada, you are also eligible. So I want those that will be watching this video to know that what I will be talking about majorly today is focusing on the United States and Canada. Okay, so if you are looking for other countries like Europe, then this is not the video for you at this time. But if you think you also want to get information about how you can fund your tuition fee 100%, you can also continue watching this video to the very end, because this will be a very life-changing video that you are going to be watching in 2024. 2024 is loaded with a lot of information that I will be sharing with you on this channel. So one thing I want you to make sure you do is that you are subscribed to this channel, and you are also making sure you are sharing this video with your friends and family who might find this information useful. You don't know the person you might be helping by sharing this information with friends and family. Okay, don't just digest information and keep it to yourself. Watch the video, digest the information, take action, share this video with someone who might also find it useful. Okay, so let's go to the next stage, which is very important, because a lot of people will be asking, is PhD part of this, is master's part of this? What are the type of degree that is supported by this program in the US or in Canada? Your academic goals are unique. That's why we support all full range of degree type. Okay, so if you are going for your master's, you can apply with this. If you are going for your MBA, or you are going for your PhD, or you are even going for bachelor program, or you are going for your LLM, you are going for your MD, your DDS, select bootcamp, diploma and associate. Okay, diploma and associate is only applicable to Canada alone. Okay, so if you are applying for diploma program or associate program, you can only be qualified if these schools are in Canada. Okay, and which schools actually make this list? There are 430 of them. So at some point, I will try and put a screen grab on the screen so that you can also see what I'm actually looking at on the screen right now. Okay, so some people have actually applied to different schools, maybe in Canada, in the United States, and you are not being given scholarship, but you don't want to give up on this. You can actually check out Mpower Finance. Mpower Finance is one of the best financing app right now on the internet that is supported by almost 400 schools. Okay, so what this actually means is that all these schools, they know that a lot of people does not have the capacity, or they do not have the ability to pay for their own tuition. So they partner with Mpower Finance to be able to support students to pay for their tuition and cater for what is important. One of the things you need to know about Mpower Finance is that as they are helping you to pay your tuition in those schools, they are also helping you to cater for your living expenses as well. So, but Mpower Finance is a loan that you can use to study abroad if you are looking for a very fast way to cater for your academic need. Okay, so one thing I also want you to know about this Mpower Finance is that they have interest rates that you must pay, but this interest rate is actually something considerable, or something that is still okay for you to pay back. Okay, so here it says you can get loan from $2,000 to up to $100,000. I'm also going to put a screenshot because I've actually helped someone to process the Mpower Finance so that you can also take action. Okay, it is not just about applying to schools, applying to schools, applying to schools, but how do you finance this education if you don't have this money to cater for your education? Okay, and one of the things about this is that fixed and competitive interest rates that will never increase. So no matter what, they also wrote it on their website that you are not paying any penalty even if you don't pay back as at the time when you're supposed to. Maybe you have a delay for one of the period or so ever, you have any type of delay, there's no penalty attached to this. So this is also a good one for you because you are not being pressed for paying back your interest loan at 400 plus US and Canadian schools. Okay, you're also going to be getting your visa support and also career development guidance and resources on the topic that matter most to international students. Because one of the major things is that it's not just about applying to programs, but what are the best program that you are certain that you are going to be getting a very good offer after graduation. Okay, so they're also going to guide you through career development so that you don't select the wrong program that will be hard for you to get an offer after your graduation, either in the US or in Canada. Okay, so this is actually a loan that you can use to finance your study, and I think a lot of people will actually like to explore this. So I'm going to be dropping all the necessary links at the description of this video. I'm also going to drop this link at the first comment, and I'm going to make sure I pin this comment. So if you are watching this from my YouTube channel, you want to make sure you check the first pin comment on the video. Let's quickly see some of the information. Okay, so I'm actually here with my laptop. Okay, one of the things that is very important for you is that you need to provide adequate information. If you want to file application for Mpower Finance, you must make sure that you have your international passport ready, because at some point when I was filling the information for the person I was helping to file the application for Mpower Finance, we were asked to upload international passport. So because I already have this person international passport, I was the one that helped the person to get admission in the United States. Okay, so I'm also still the person who is helping him to get the Mpower Finance application done. Okay, so At some point, you will be asked to upload your international passport. That's the data page. You will also be required to upload or input information about your job offer, where you are currently working or where you've worked in the last 3 years, and how much you are getting annually. So all of these are information that you'll be asked to put there. You'll also be asked brief information about your education background. You'll be asked information about, have you applied to any schools in Canada or in the United States? Have you gotten admission to this school, or you are just planning to apply to this particular school? So I'm giving you like brief overview of how the process will go and what you need to do to be able to get this Mpower finance for your study in the United States and Canada. Okay, and also you are going to be providing your some information about yourself, your permanent address. That might be maybe the address where your parents stays in your home country, maybe in South Africa, in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Pakistan, anywhere you are actually coming from. You provide information about your date of birth. You also provide information about your phone number, your email address. Then you'll be required to go and verify your email address. After this, you'll be required to put in, we also try as much as I could, if I can share them in my community post, so that you can just go through them and see some of those information that is important. Okay, so at some point, you will then be asked to go and check the estimated tuition fee for the program that you are applying to at that university, the estimated amount for your health insurance, also estimated amount for your living expenses, and then if there are other fees that you need to pay for, other extra fee like books, transportation, all of those things are extra fee that you need to make sure that you actually get the estimated amount, so that you can put it when you get to the step 5. Okay, so step 1 is to check your eligibility by putting in your information, just brief information. Then step 2 is providing your personal information. Step 3 is providing information about your education background. So under education background, they will ask you 7 major questions. Then under employment, they will ask you 6 questions. If you are already working somewhere, how much you are getting every month. So all of those things, I'll actually give you a brief overview. Then when it comes to the financial part, do you have a sponsor? Do you have savings? Are you getting other loan that is not Mpower loan? All those information will be asked from you. Then you go to the last stage, which is where you now do the credit check. Then you will now get a feedback from Mpower if you are qualified, or if you can then get the Mpower finance for your study. Okay, so one thing I want to get clear to you is that if you are applying to schools in the United States, you are going to be getting funding for your living expenses. If you are getting into schools in Canada, I'm not sure you are going to get funding for your living expenses, because when we go back to this page, here it says if you are going for schools in the United States, you can get 100% of education expenses, including living expenses, for schools in the US. Okay, so Canada was not included. So I'm going to also attach that screenshot so that you can also read. That is our loan terms. Mpower student loan provide benefit beyond funding for every type of student. So you want to make sure you are careful before you start the process, so that you don't get into the middle of the journey and you have to go back, so that you don't waste a lot of time. Okay, so that is why I'm giving you a brief overview. So I think they fund more of United States than Canada. But if you have your living expense in Canada, then you can just request for your tuition. Okay, so this is everything I have for you about Mpower Finance and how you can use this to study in the United States and in Canada. If video like this interests you and you want me to make more video like this, please let me know at the comment box that this video is helpful and I want you to continue making this video like this. Okay, so if you also watch this video and you share with your friend, thank you very much for sharing with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you are just coming across me on this channel today, on this channel I make video about work abroad, study abroad, migration tips that will help your migration journey. Okay, so till then I'm going to catch up with you in another one. Peace out.